نعم جزاكم الله خيرا. The question is, when we eat 3 times a day, 5 times a day, or even more, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us with what's halal and to forgive us. But we don't think every time we eat that this is provisions from Allah and this is halal. And to bring this feeling in the hearts, it's difficult because it's a normal thing and it's repeated. First of all, we should not make things difficult for us. Right? In principle, if a person is eating what is halal and his earning is halal, and if haram is presented to him, he won't eat it. Right? So that's already known. So mashallah, he get rewarded by the fact that he is eating halal and earning halal, even if he does not bring it in his heart that this is from Allah and this is like this. He gets rewarded, alhamdulillah. That's by the mercy of Allah. But as always, when it comes to good things, there's levels of goodness. So to train our hearts to be constantly in state of remembrance of Allah, even if you're not sitting making tasbih and tahmeed and so on. And this is a way to practice, and it's easy ibadah, subhanallah. You're going to eat anyway, and it's not going to be like go run a marathon before you eat. And this is how you get rewards for eating. No, it's just the same thing. You're not going to do anything different, but your heart is working. Your heart is working with ease, not with stress. Your heart is working with ease that you're witnessing your food that you're eating, that you're grateful to Allah that you earned it from halal, that this is halal food, and you're witnessing with your heart that this is from Allah. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will, I would not be able to eat this. And how many people on the face of earth are deprived of food? So the heart has to work on this, that this is from Allah and it's not from anything else but from Allah. And at the same time, that person will be taking the full means, the halal means, and to leave the matter to Allah. So it's a good thing to practice this. And if a person falls short, sometimes it's okay, because it's not sinful that you have to always bring this feeling in your heart, but it's something to work on ourselves, to elevate ourselves always. And that's why what fix it is to say the adhkar before and after. So before we eat, we have to say Bismillah. This is a mandatory thing. So we cannot be forgetful. And the food is, we eat every day so many times. So can I just eat without saying Bismillah? No. What if you forget? You say Bismillah awwal wa akhiru. Till it becomes the norm. Becomes the norm that before you eat, you would say Bismillah. And then you take yourself to the level when you say Bismillah, mean it. Don't just say Bismillah, but mean what you're saying. In the name of Allah, I'm going to eat. That this is by the permission of Allah, because it's from Allah. And then after you finish, you say Alhamdulillah alladhi at'amana wa saqana wa ja'alana al-muslimin, with the other adhkar, and you mean it. You're praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You forgot. And many times if you say Bismillah, for some people, Bismillah, they get taken care of. But Alhamdulillah afterwards, it's another struggle, because now he ate. So that's it. So you forget when you eat. So you work on Alhamdulillah alladhi at'amana wa saqana, or even sometimes we make our children make sure that they say Bismillah. You say Bismillah. Even if a child coming, there's the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, they were eating and a girl came. She's not responsible for her actions, but also she has to say Bismillah before she eats. She came while they were eating and she put her hand in the plate. The Prophet ﷺ stopped her and to make sure that she said Bismillah. He said ﷺ that he saw the shaitan coming with her. That's what going to permit the food for the shaitan. When one person around the same plate would not say Bismillah, the shaitan is invited then. So to make sure that, first of all, when people are eating together, that everyone has said Bismillah, especially with the children, to get them used to it. But we forget to tell them at the end, say Alhamdulillah and the rest of the adhkar. But this is one of the things to train ourselves to be upon. Allah. The very small one, no, if they don't say it, of course, you're not going to say Bismillah. Otherwise, you're not going to eat. Yeah, you can always say that when you're feeding a child, even the mother, when she's breastfeeding her child, she saying Bismillah before any action is a good thing. Even when the child, for example, slips or falls, say Bismillah. So Bismillah is a constant thing for the believers to say.